Week 14 of the 2028 season, and all eyes are on the Packers' leader at quarterback. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Packers and the Lions. All that and more coming up next.
The Tundra may not quite... Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
He'll get this up to about the 44. Well, this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Second and 9 now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They'll give him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 4th down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that is how you do it, my friends. This will be spotted out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because
the Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The keeper there good for about 9, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and inches. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge game, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. The Lions at 9-3 here on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And if we look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Let's face it, anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits in this era of high-flying offenses, That's saying something.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So they'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They'll try again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Lions have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
On the double. Opposite, green.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Davis now to return it. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd and long. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2nd down, here's an option right. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They'll They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Ready.
He'll look to throw.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw here.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They'll set up to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will back now at Lambeau.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
One opposite, green, Smith way.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here we go.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that'll move him back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Returnable here for Davis. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed, but as we know and often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Oh, you're so right about that, but even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a hard working run here as he's got it inside the 20 down to the 17. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline. What to do next. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for two. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Packers down on the scoreboard. Just over a minute 40 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble blocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That's good for 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll look to throw again. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Let's go now.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And you look back over the